कि नहीं ठीक ही है। ਆਏ ਹਨ ਸਾਰੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਉਪਰੰਤ ਇੱਕ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਮੂਲ ਮੰਤਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਪਾਠ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ 5 ਪਾਠ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਮੰਤਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਪਹਿਲੋ ਦਾਸ ਬੋਲੇਗਾ, ਨਾਲ ਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਰਸਨਾ ਖਾਲੀ ਨਾ ਰਵੇ। ਸਤ ਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਸੈਭੰ ਆਦ ਸਚ ਹੈ ਪੀਰ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਬੋਲਾਂਗਾ ਪਰ ਕਦੇ ਕਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਜਿਆ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ so now I want to just reflect on that a little bit when we use words like the Gurmukh Pyare haven't done Maharaj. The reason why I want to reflect on it a bit is because when we here, there and everywhere, and even when we meet local Sangat, a lot of people, they've kind of objectified Satguru Granth Sahib Ji to an object, right? Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and the Bani of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji, you talk about the evolution of something, there's a start point, and then there's gonna be possibly an end point of Adi. There's gonna be possibly an end point of Adi. So when something's anadi, as the time has Turki Bani ai, then Sagli brought this Bani into this world, and they revealed Sri Guru Bani Ji at certain stages. By day, I can't say anything about the youngsters. Even when we hear our elders speak, you'll hear them as Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. You'll hear them often referring as Granth Sahib Jambeed. Tika, the name is Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. If we look at Guru Nanak Dev Ji had a body just like us. 2 arms, 2 legs, a head. They were the formless creator in their Sargun Swarup, in the form Swarup, okay? That same formless creator is in Shabd Swarup. So whenever we refer to Guru Maharaj Ji, I think really, really mindful of is trying not to use words like it or this or Maharaj Ji as we speak about our own parents, about our own family members, about our own elders, and refer to Maharaj Ji as they truly are, and that's living Sri Guru Bani Ji. Now, those of you who have gone to Maharaj for guidance in your life, you're at the Gurdwara, you haven't even done your benti yet. If you're a Pakka Nitnimi Sikh, Maharaj has done this to many Sikhs. you'll realize that you haven't even done your best. Answer is already in that day's Siri Hukamnama Sahib. Da sends out a Siri Hukamnama Sahib every single day to a group of, there's a broadcast list. It's from Harmandir Sahib every single morning at 4 a.m. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਦੋਂ Siri Hukamnama Sahib ਜੋ ਵੀ ਨਿਕਲਦਾ. And tell me in my life which this was going on, that was going on. And that Hukamnama Sahib that morning answered whatever was going on in their life, not 3 months ago, not a month ago. To sleep last night because I've had this going on in my life, and the answer to their samasya has been in the Siri Hukamnama Sahib. So ਕਹਿਣ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਭਾਵ ਆ that Guru Maharaj ji is living this body of 2 arms and 2 legs. This does not mean that every single form is bound in this way. So Satguru Maharaj's Bani is living Guru, and what I would like to call this presentation, the way I'd like to present is more of a revelation of Siri Gurbani and how the Sroop was then taken to Gurta Gaddi at Damdama Sahib. So let's start off this, if I can fit. And even though, if you're like me, one day, kise ne kathe hoke, Jam Maharaj started writing Satguru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani, and that's where his Bani was revealed from. So the very first ang of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Bani starts off with Ik Onkar Satnam Karta Purkh Nirpaho Nirvair Akal Murat Ajuni Sa Pahang Gur Prasad, right? However, this was not the first Bani revealed. Now, before I move on to what I'm going to mention, is pay attention to this part here. Okay? Hukmi Uttam Neech Ha starts off again there to create the word Hukm. Okay? Just remember that the very first it concludes on the Hukam Paudi, the second Paudi. Just bear that in mind. So even though Bani starts off at Ik Onkar Satnam Karta Purkh, however, this was not the first Bani that Guru Maharaj Ji spoke. The first Bani, according to our Itihas, is when Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj first is taken to the Panda, the teacher, to learn dunyavi, worldly knowledge, and possibly even some dharmic knowledge as well, because both were quite tied in those days. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj gets taken there, the very words Guru Maharaj Ji speaks to the Panda are now in Bani Swaroop, which Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Sri Rag, Mahalla Pehla, Jal Moh, Kas Masakar, Mat Kagad, Karsar, Paho Kalam Kar, Chit Lekhari, Gur Puch, Lik Bichar, Lik Naam, Salaha Lik, Lik Antana Paravar. Baba eho lekha likh jaan, jithe lekha mangiya tithe hoye sacha nisaan. It's not displaying the full screen. Is there a setting on this that brings it up a little? No?
It's just the Rahav on there.
Koi baat nahi. Maybe in the other images it could have interfered. So Maharaj Ji reveals this Bani to the Panda. This Bani is not at the front of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's Swaroop, but further on in Sri Rag. Maharaj reveals more Bani to the Mullah, to the Musalman teacher who is also a teacher of Guru Maharaj Ji. Well, none of them become teachers. They both matha tekta that we metta kalu, your son is already learned, we don't need to teach him anything. Then Maharaj Ji reveals more Bani at the time of when they wore the Janju. Then Maharaj Ji reveals more Bani to Gursikhs like Bhai Pagirat, so on and so forth. Now all this Bani that Maharaj is revealing at whatever stages, it's been written into Pothi Sahibs. The Japji Sahib Bani, the reason why that is right at the front of Satguruji Swaroop is because that Bani was the Goshti, was the conversation between Guru Nanak Dev Ji and possibly the highest spiritual minds of that time, the Siddh Mahatmas. It is also the Bani that Guru Maharaj has given var to, has given their boon to, that this Bani is the Dati, is the giver, the gifter of Brahm Gyan. Maharaj does not put that Bani into Paudi form until the Kartarpur Sahib, where through Guru Angad Dev Ji in the seva of Bhai Lehna Ji, they then bring this Bani, this Goshti that they had with the Siddhs, this conversation into Paudi form, and then it becomes Siri Japji Sahib. So all the Bani that is being revealed from Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amardas Sahib Ji, and where it's collected is when you do part here at the Gurdwara, maybe a Sahaj part, maybe you're doing a Santhiya, you have a Pothi Sahib, right? You call them Santhiya. In those kind of Santhiya form, Pothi forms, Bani was written, collected, and at the time of Guru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj, all the Pothiyan, they were left with Dhan Guru Amardas Sahib Ji's Suputar, Baba Mohan Singh Ji. So from Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, jinni bhi Bani likhi gayi hai in no particular order, has been left with Baba Mohan Singh Ji, Baba Mohan Sahib, sorry, I sing, Sara nu sing la danda without thinking sometimes. Okay, we're having a breakdown here. Who's good with computers? Never mind, we've resolved it. So the Pothis in which the Bani would be written at that time, Guru Ke Sikho, was, he is a Paratan Pothi Sahib, very old, very bird Pothi Sahib, within which someone's written, so Raga Samhalla Pehla Kar Pehla Sodar. So this would probably be the start of the Sri Rera Sahib part, right? And in Pothiyan as such Bani likhi gayi, and Jodon Fe Guru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj are doing such Khand Pyana, they leave these Pothiyan with Baba Mohan Sahib, their Sahibjada. Guru Ramdas Sahib Ji Maharaj is also speaking Bani, but it's not with Baba Mohan Ji. Then comes a time of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, as you all know, they are amongst many, is they wrote the Swaroop of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji at that time. So Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, they send Bhai Gurdas Ji and they send Baba Buddha Ji to go and get the Pothi Sahibs from Baba Mohan Ji. Now when they go to get these, Baba Mohan Ji did not even pay any attention to them. They did not even get the attention of Baba Mohan Ji. When people share this Sakhi, what they share is that Bhai Gurdas Ji had some kind of, I don't want to use these words towards Baba Buddha Ji and Bhai Gurdas Ji, but what they say is there was a very, very, very tiny amount of hankta. Hankta meaning hankar in the dual sense. Because when Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj says, we Pothi Sahibah leke auniya from, even though that's what Kathavachak share. However, there's another side to it. The Bani Maharaj, if you look at it this way, the Pothi Sahibs from Baba Mohan Ji other than the Satguru themselves. This is the Sarv Ucham. Maybe the Hankta that came in Baba Buddha Ji, maybe that was instilled in them by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Because the same Bhai Gurdas Ji wants to have their Bani also put in, they wanted to have their Bani added to Satguru. But then Maharaj showed in the Guru di Bani jadi tarn wali hai. So Guru Maharaj Ji then goes to, that's Guru Arjan Dev Ji, there's Baba Mohan Ji. Maharaj Ji goes to them, and only Maharaj is able to collect the Pothi Sahibs of the Bani of the 3 earlier Gurus, not Guru Ramdas Sahib Ji Maharajis. When Guru Maharaj Ji then brings the Pothi Sahibs back to Harmandir Sahib, now I want you to pay attention to this this Google Maps image. But if you take your attention all the way down here, the screen, if you can see it, if you can't, I'm going to enlarge this anyway. So this is where Harmandir Sahib, the Harmandir Sahib come. And Maharaji then, in this area over here, they erect a very big in today's day. And at this place here, okay, so Ramsar and Ramsar Sarovar is the place where Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj to then start, if I can use the word, penning the Bani of the Swarup of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now, at that place also, Bani of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Swarup, they are not only adding the first 3 Gurus and their father Sahib Guru Ramdas Ji's Bani, but they are also going to the Bhagats that have been. They're also going to add the Bani of the Pat Sahibans. I'll move on to that all later on. Now, at this place here, now I want to point something out. At this place here, when Guru Maharaj Ji comes to adding Bhagat Bani, you will hear many people giving very confusing and conflicting views. Jehdi Bhagatan di Bani that Guru Nanak Dev Ji travelled and collected Bhagat Farid Sahib Ji's Bani. There's all these stories made up, and these stories do a hell of a lot, but that doesn't limit what the Guru can do and what the Guru cannot do. So when they collected this Bani, they took instruction of Bhagat Kabir. Guru Nanak Dev Ji did not take instruction of anyone. Neither did Guru Angad Dev Ji, neither did Guru Amar Das Ji. They are Puran, they are complete in themselves. The Bani that they revealed is theirs. The Bhagat Bani that was added was not Bani. Even Bhagat Ravi Das Ji met Guru Nanak Dev Ji, blessed Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and then also imparted knowledge to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, which became Guru Ravi Das Ji's Bani. That's what they say, right? Bhagat Kabir, all the Bhagat Sahibans, not one of them uttered a single word to Guru Nanak Dev Ji in that capacity. Go to Gurdwara called Baba Atal Rai, and at Baba Atal Rai, you've got this, and at this fresco you can clearly see that Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj is seated on their gaddi. Satguru Maharaj is Swarup, the name is straight ahead. You can also see that Maharaji themselves are seated lower, Swarup which is being written. So, ek onkar to laake Nanak hosi pi sach tak. Othe vi jo puratan hai in this photo, it shows the mool mantra pi sach. Then you've got a Gursikh doing seva. You got Kabir Ji, there would have been anyway. So Ramanand, Kabir Ji, and over this side, you got Sheikh Farid, you got Ravadas. So jinne bhi Bhagat Sahiban, what is around Guru Arjan Dev Ji at this time, even though these Bhagats were no longer on this earth? What this fresco to what some people would want us to believe, that Guru Maharaj Ji went around collecting Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj sends for these Bhakt Sahibans that have been to this earth. Amat. Guru Maharaj Ji sends for these Bhakts from Sachkhand. They all come down from Sachkhand in the Tambu at. They all sit there. Then Guru Maharaj Ji says to them, Jo vi thwadi bani hai tusi ucharo. Now if you look at the, or should I say, the spoken word, the bani of Bhakt Ravidas Ji, Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj Ji called these Bhakt Sahibans from Sachkhand and got them to speak, to utter the Bani. And the Bani that where Bhakt Sahibans Bani needed say, look, Guru Maharaj is supreme. There are many times when in Bhakt Farid Sahib Ji says a Shabad, and then Guru Arjan Dev Ji slightly tweaks it a bit by adding Mahalla. Guru Amarjeet Sahib Ji's Bani, O Mahalla Panjwa, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's Bani themselves holds these Bhakt Sahibans. Whatever Bani they speak, it is all in Gurmat. But however, some parts Maharaj Ji wanted to tweak. And so once the Swaroop, Guru Arjan Dev Ji starts Bani into the Swaroop. As the Swaroop is formed, let's have a look at whose Bani actually is in the Swaroop of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now there's been, I'm guessing, maybe the laptop got banged around. So these two here should be in this brown color of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. So these two lines of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, and I'll come to that later on. There's a reason why Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji is also in light blue. Now out of the Guru Sahibans, Satguru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani from Bani, which is right before you, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Guru Angad Dev Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, Guru Ram Das Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji. If you go on the net and you start researching, and that's how a lot of kids learn, they go on the net and they research, they're largely what is taught is that way Panja Guru Sahibana di Bani, well 6, including Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. But that's not, the contributors they are saying are 6. That's not true. So Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, that group of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji. And those of you who are party, you probably think, where is Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji's Bani? The Tuniya in the Vars out of the 20 Sahib Ji added to that. Okay, so if in Asa Diwar, for example, which a lot of you probably listen to or still listen to, there's Tunde Asaraje Ki Tuni. That Tunde Sahib Ji Maharaj to the Ragi sings, to sing Bani in that tune, in that particular tune. So Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji's contribution is there also. Now Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji gets mentioned on the net, but who doesn't get mentioned is Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji. And our children, especially people like me, even my age, what we need to know, there's a Shabad of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj as well. So from the three Sahibs are added, the Bani from there is added to the newly produced work of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji's Bani. At that time, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji wasn't the Guru, and there was no Bani for them to. His Bani in Slok Mahalla Noma, there is one Shabad of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji as well. So when Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji from Delhi, they send a Bani to Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji. Bal chutkyo bandan pare kachu na ho. That Guru Maharaj Ji lost their strength. But Maharaj Ji wants to see their Sahibjada's response. Maharaj, when one has lost all their strength and nothing comes to avail, Bal chutkyo ho sahaye. Guru Maharaj ji writes this Shabad, sends it to the then in the Rai. So when Maharaj ji receives this, Maharaj Satguru at the age of 9, 10, they respond to this Shabad by Balho. Nanak, sab kich tumare haath mein, tum hi hot sahay. Now in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Swaroop, you will not see Mahalla Dasma or Patshahi Dasmi written there. In Puratan, this has been removed. And so hence why I've colored Maharaj Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji's in brown, just to point it out that when you do your research, what you're going to come across is only the in front of you. Amongst the Guru Sahibans, there are 15 Bhagat whose Bani is, I'll have you here all evening, and your pizza and chips will get cold as well. So Guru Maharaj's Bani alongside Baba Sheikh Farid, Bhagat Kabir Ji, all the way down in the fresco that you've just seen, they spoke their Bani, and their Bani was then Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Who else's Bani is in the Swaroop of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj? Has changed once it's been saved. So also in the Swaroop is Stara Pat. Who here doesn't know who the Stara Pat are? Okay. The Stara Pat Sahiban. We all hear about Guru Sahiban and Bhagat Sahiban. And the Stara Pat Sahiban. Now, I'm going to try to keep this as simple as possible. There's one person that knows very good. The rest of you don't know. So the Veds is the original Bani of the Vedic structure. The Bani that was written by the followers of Jesus, and the Quran is called the Quran, written by those people after Muhammad Ji. Just like that, the Vedas were compiled and written by Brahma. Now, Brahma Ji at one time, they, just like us all, we sometimes become boastful or we become over egocentric in our heads. In his mind, he had this thought that there is no one like in this world. Look what I've created. I've created the Char Ved. The Char Ved also had a tiny bit of ego that there is nothing in this world that can reveal Par Brahm, Parmeshwar, Vaheguru. When they become very slightly egotistical in this way, Akal Purkh Vaheguru Ji sends all of them into this earth. And when they come into this earth over 4 jugs, they took 4 avatar each. So who's good? You guys are fantastic. So 16, there were 4 Veds took their leader, the 17th. When they were here in Matlok at the time of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Maharaj, they had been traveling far and wide, looking for some peace. You know, man di shanti hai na. If you're like me and you've not tasted it, then you can never know the taste of it. But those people that have tasted it have abandoned the entire world and they've gone on that path. They've realized something that very few people come to realize. Now these Stara Pat, 1 Brahma and 16, 4 times 4 avatars of the Veds, they were circling the land that was known as Bharat at that time. They were going here and there to all sorts of religious gurus, looking for someone to take them under their wing and then give to them what they were looking for. And that was to reach their Atmic Mandal. But they were not getting anywhere. Wherever they go, because don't forget, the 16 plus 1, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜੋ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਹੈ ਨਾ, their previous doing is so much that in Gyan they are almost complete. If you've got a diva, you got the batti in there, you got the kyo in there, You've also got the match. All you need to now do is strike it and light it. That's all that was needed. They wanted someone to do their final link. Yeah, listen to him and shh. So they wanted someone to just do the final link, the final action that we're not finding anywhere. So they come to the Hazuri. Firde, they heard about Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. When they come to Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Charan Sharan, to their sanctuary, in their minds was one thing, that how we are now going is the complete being that we're looking for. If it's the complete being, if this Guru Arjan Dev Ji is the complete, the Puran Purkh, Sanu Virat Swaroop de darshan karaun, in the Virat Swaroop. Like Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj gave darshan to the Pandit at the riverbank of Krishan Ji. Just as such, in the Manvat, see, if this Guru is Puran, if this Guru is complete, then this Guru give me darshan, gives 4 arms on each side. They're holding each arm. Their feet are here on the earth, but the head is in the sky. Bahut vadda sara swaroop hai. Guru ki Sangati is not limited to one form. I cannot change into anything else. I may get thinner, I may get fatter, but I get older, but I can't change. That's my limit. But the limit of the Satguru is beyond bound. Maharaji Antarjami, in every single heart, Maharaji knew what they were wanting in their heart. So, Sri Harmandir Sahib, from very far away, what they see is the Virat Swaroop. The Virat Swaroop is described as Vishnu, but Maharaji takes on that form to let them know that you have come to the right. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Maharaji takes them under their wing. Bachyo, make you stand there and you'll have to talk. Thank you. So Guru Maharaj takes them under their wing and then tells them that if you want your liberation from this Jamman Maran again and again, Guru di ustat karo, Kal Purkh di ustat karo. And the Bani that these Bhatt Sahibans write is called Bhattan de Savaiye. Pani chahidi. Ode vich Guru Maharaj di badi ustat ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਆ. Sometimes we see Guru Maharaj's Swaroop and people tend to think that Guru vi apne varga hi a. 2 arms, 2 legs. There's nothing special about Guru, maybe slightly enlightened. But no, the Bhatt Sahibans tell you that the Guru is the form of the formless here on earth. So inna to uparant, Maharaji then includes the Bani of Bhai, I'll get used to this sooner or later, of Bhai Satta and Balwanda. These 2 are Ragis of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib. They become egotistical, they say a few wrong things. Maharaj first curses them because they spoke Bhai Ladda Paropakar. Amarjeet Singh Bhai Ladda hi hai na? Hanji, Bhai Ladda Paropakari. He then comes to get them forgiven, and then Maharaji says to these 2 brothers, that ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ you spoke ill of the ਵੱਡੇ Guru Sahibans, ਉਹਦੀ ਉਸਤਤ ਕਰੋ, and the Shabads they write are then included in the Bani of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji. What Mahapurukhs tell us, they say, should we ever have a karam come in our life where we have become that blind so much that we end up saying something wrong about Guru Sahiban, or without thinking we've done some ninda, read the vara of Bhai Satta te Balwanda, and then Maharaj forgives that Sikh. Why? Because Maharaj forgave them for speaking ill. Other than Satta and Balwanda, Bhai Mardana Ji. Now Bhai Mardana Ji, the Shabads of Bhai Mardana Ji, Maharaj Mardana, but it's the Bani of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. But Maharaj ji loved their Gursikhs so much. There's nothing great. Pretty much 75% of their adult life, 75% of their life, if not, forget the adult, Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. So Maharaj ji gave him the biggest siro power that you can have. Maharaj ji speaks Mardana ji to it. Then you have Baba Sundar ji. Baba Sundar ji is the daughter of Guru Amardas Sahib Ji Maharaj, and whatever before leaving their body, Bhai Sundar ji then writes this in Bani form, and Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj adds this to the Swarup of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji as well. Of the Gursikhs, of the Pats, of the Bhagats, and the Guru Sahibans, there is nobody else's Bani in the Swarup of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, how many of you think that, okay, who knows what Gurmukhi is here? Let's have a bit of interaction. Come on, young man.
Me? Gurmukhi is like the language that Guru Granth Sahib is written.
Okay, good. So we tend to think that Uda, Eda, Idi is Gurmukhi. It's Gurmukhi Lippi. It's the letters that were given by Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. But in the wider context, Gurmukhi is whatever comes out of Guru Maharaj's Mukharbin. The Bani of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji is not only limited. So if we think that Gurmukhi and Punjabi are linked, no. Punjabi was way before Gurmukhi. Gurmukhi Akhar were given by Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, so anyone could learn those Akhar and then go on to read Brahm Bani, meaning Sri Gurbani Ji. Because otherwise, you were caught in this structure of Sanskrit, of the Pandits and the Brahmins. Only they could reveal to you the teachings of Sanskrit, and only if you was a Brahman, or if you had plenty of money, you could buy a dodgy Brahman off. And even that took so long. The Joe Blob that lived in Punjab at that time did not have that time, nor the money, nor the resources to learn Sanskrit. So Guru Maharaj Ji made the Bani of Brahm of Akal Purkh Vaheguru available to absolutely everyone. Does Guru Maharaj Ji stick only to Punjabi? No. So in Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's Swarup, you will have Punjabi, both Punjab and the west of Punjab. Okay, there's a difference in them. Then you'll have regional Prakrits, Sanskrit, Hindi languages which come under Braj Pasha, Bangru, Awadhi, Sindhi, Marathi, Marwari, Bengali, Persian and Arabic. Sometimes when you read the Bani of say Bhakt Namdev Sahib Ji Maharaj, if the Guru is really great, Namdev Ji's Bani, but then you got to beg Maharaj for even more greatness to understand what the words are, because and it's a Bani, it's not our local dialect or even our local language, could I say, because there are so many in India today. Also in Dakhan Bani, there's a Shabad, Ka galayo pooch, parvel na johe, kant tu, ulla sandhi ward, khidya hab sansar jo. Now, in that Bani there's very little Punjabi. End of Dakhan, right? So Maharaj Ji included all these Baniyas and the Maharaj Ji to us. It's like claiming that the sun only belongs to England. We obviously know the sun doesn't belong to England. It never comes out here, right? So the sun belongs to every single nation. Just as the sun belongs to every single nation and every single individual, even belongs to all of creation. So Maharaj Ji ne sareyan da par utara karna. So in the Swarup of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji includes these languages in the Bani that they have now had Bhai Gurdas Ji pen at Ramsar Sarovar? Okay, other than, come on, sit. Uchi bolna pena putra. Okay, good guess. Who actually knows what this, other than Kuljit Singh? This is an image of the image of the Kartarpur bead. The Kartarpur bead is, this is an image of the, of not the Pehla Anga. This is an image of the Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Swaroop that Bhai Gurdas Ji wrote with their own hands at Ramsar Sarovar. Nabha contests this. They say that the Tirmals had many Swaroops made, but then equally you got scholars Swaroop of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj that Guru Arjan Dev Ji spoke and Bhai Gurdas Sahib Ji Maharaj wrote. So when this Swaroop is, so Guru Ki Sangat Ji, whenever you, I have to use words as such, okay? Whenever you're creating a text that is quite large, singular pages is done in folios. So what you've got is large pages, the whatever's written on is written on, then they're folded in half. The folios with they are the separate baniyas of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji. Banno Ji, a Gursikh of Satguru Arjan Dev Ji, they take that Swaroop, the Swaroop was, the Swaroop is then taken to Lahore for binding. So you know, but jild kaida hana, the cover, if I can use that word, binded at Lahore. Bhai Banno Ji does this seva. When Bhai Banno Ji comes back, Guru Ki Sangat Ji, then Maharaj Sahib Ji in 1604. So what is this? That Jada Swaroop Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj ne of 1604 CE or 1661 Vikrami, in August Lahore vich jaake the Swaroop is bound. Once the Swaroop comes back, so when we have Guru Sahibans, we have various Gurpurabs for all the Guru Sahibans. For Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, there are 3 Gurpurabs. There's the Pehla Prakash, then you got the Sampurnata Divs, then you got the Gurta Gaddi Divs. So when Guru Arjan Dev, once the Swaroop comes back to Harmandir Sahib, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Sahib Ji Maharaj, on the 1st of September 1604 according to the Christian calendar, but in our, when the first Prakash is done, Baba Buddha Sahib Ji Maharaj, they take the Sri Hukamdama Sahib, and from that to kind of take something away from this, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, before the Swaroop was even bound, every single evening, once Bhai Gurdas Ji has done their seva for the day of writing, the angs were put on the manja. Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji themselves, they slept on the floor on a chadar. What does this show us? The great respect to Sahib Ji's Shabad Swaroop. This is something we need to learn too. I know at Harmandir Sahib, when Maharaj Ji comes from Kotha Sahib to the Takht Sahib at 6 Sangtan coming, look at the amount of respect that is shown there. But what we need to search our hearts is, what's the difference between the Swaroop at Harmandir Sahib and the Swaroop? Why do we then take Maharaji's Swaroop on our legs, on our pat, when we're going to have a Sri Khan? Older generation, maaf karna, I'm almost in that category. The older generation, they, whenever your family And look, I'm a father of 3 kids, and I know how stubborn children can get when they, no matter what you are out there, but when it comes to your children, they know how to finish you off. When your families have any function, and whether it's Sahaj Path Sahib, whether it's Sukhmani Sahib da part, if Satguru Ji Maharaj is coming to your home, Sahibs from Baba Mohan Ji, how Guru Maharaj Ji, when Jodo Swaroop, Kalavi Lahoro, Pai Banno, Baba Buddha Ji sees, this is Guru Arjan Dev Ji, there's the halo. Arjan Dev Ji has got a Chaur Sahib in their head, in their hand. The reason why Baba Buddha Sahib Ji has got Guru is because Guru Arjan Dev Ji says that even more pure than my own cease is your cease, Baba Buddha Ji. Now when we hear this, we're thinking, how can that be, right? Because the Guru's the highest, right? But Buddha Ji's head, their cease, their Pavitra cease, has bowed down to the Char Vade Guru Sahiban, from Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Ramdas Sahib Ji Maharaj. So again, Guru Maharaj stresses the point that they can, the Sarb Uchamta, the greatness, the greatest of all greatness that Sri Gurbani Ji is. Again and again. Kade jo pehli baar gal suni ji, dooji baar gal suni di hai, ਉੱਥੇ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਦੀ ਚੰਗੇ ਹੋਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਫੇਥ ਕਹਿ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਲ ਛੇਤੀ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਜੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਇਆ ਕਰਨ very easily lose sight that ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ a human body, the human form is something they took to be amongst us and to give teaching to us. The actual Swaroop is Shabad, even in the religion. In the very opening of the Bible, it says, in the beginning there was the Word. The Word is God, and God is the Word. It's very simple. It's English. You all understand English. Even in the Christian religion, they emphasize Jada Shabadaya Ohui Vaheguru. I know that they changed the meanings of it later on in the 8th century, and the Guru is Shabad. So we need to, in our lives, just learning from Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's 3 points I mentioned, we need to give Gurbani the greatest respect we can. Moving on, Guru Ki Sangat Ji. Then, so after Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, Aad Bidya, the original Swaroop of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj to their house. Does anyone know what this photo is of? That's a signature of Guru Har Gobind Sahib. This is their Nishan. And this Nishan is also found in the Kartarpur bead. So Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji takes this Swaroop their house. The Swaroop stays with Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. After Guru Har Tirmal, they stole the Swaroop and kept it with them to claim Guruship. Son of Guru Ramdas Sahib Ji Maharaj never accepted Guru Arjan Dev Ji as the Guru. Just as that, Tirmal Huni, the Sodhis, they did not truly accept Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj as the next. The Swaroop of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, they keep the Swaroop of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and then Maharaja Ranjit Singh, the Gore took that Swaroop in 1850. The Sodhis of Anandpur Sahib, Sodhi petitioned the British that were ruling there at the time. Swaroop was given back to the Sodhis. So that's how the name Kartarpur bead comes from. Once someone else have that Swaroop, not even Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji Maharaj, even though the Sikhs of Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji once came and took the Swaroop of the Tir Maliye, but Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji said no, unhone Swaroop wapas karke aavo. They did not even let Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji enter into Amritsar Sahib. So enne kehla vi ਹੈਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਰੇ ਪਰ ਐਨੇ egotistical that they only claim themselves to be the Guru. Even now in Anandpur Sahib, you've got the Sodhis are all the offspring of the Tir Maliye. The Vade Sodhis of Baba Surjamal and Baba Talrai. So Baba, not Talrai, Baba Surjamal, they jiri Bansya, they're called the Vade Sodhis because they lived as per the Guru's hukum. So, ਉੱਥੋਂ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, if we fast forward to the time of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. Sahib, after leaving Anandpur Sahib, they come to settle for a period and they establish where they rested for some time. And where they rested, they then made good the promise to the Sikh Sangat, vi koi vela aayega, to you the arth, the meanings of Sri Gurbani Ji. So Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji from Damdama Sahib, they sent 25, this photo, we Swaroop leke avo, we want to enter our father Sahib, Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji's Bani, into the Swaroop. The Tir Maliya, the answer they gave was that if, they use the word if is the Guru, then the Guru is complete. The Guru is all powerful. The Guru knows everything. Then tell the Guru memory. When these things come back and they tell Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj, Maharaj then puts the duty, the Kagaz, the Shahi, the Kalma, got everything that was needed, and Bhai Mani Singh Ji Maharaj became the Likhari, became the writer, just as Bhai Gurdas Ji at the time. Sahib Ji, from their Pavitr Kant, the Puran Guru, they spoke. Singh Ji wrote this Bani. Jad ek kar rahe sige 9 kadiyan and 9 seconds, okay? 999, the word, the number 9 has a very big significance in Sikhi too. So Guru Maharaj Ji then, once they finished this task, becomes known as the Damdama Sahib bead. The bead that was written by the hukum of Guru Arjan Dev Ji is known as the Kartarpur bead. Now the Kartarpur bead, Guru ki ang in it. I know that while I'm saying this, some of you are probably thinking, but Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Swaroop has 1,430 angs in it. No, that's been the standardized of the Panth. Maharaj Ji Swaroops, jinne bhi Pratan Swaroop ya, 94. You got other Swaroops written by Baba Deep Singh Ji that went up to 900 and something. Jinne bhi angs, even when you have a Hukamnama Sahib from Harmandir Sahib. Those of you who know we kede ang te keda Sri Hukamnama Sahib aunda, and those of you who know how Sahib, even though I don't stick to it, is the left hand ang at the top. If the Shabad is starting there, all well and good. Otherwise, you follow that Shabad to the previous ang read. But you'll find many Hukamnama Sahibs coming from Harmandir Sahib that you cannot find on, some of them you'll find in the middle of the standardized Swaroop of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji. The reason being why is because those Sahib bead, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj completes that bead. Then not too long after that at Hajur Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, then, so there's no other Bani added afterwards. After Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj on Katak Sudi Dooj in 1665 according to the Christian calendar, and 17 of the Christian calendar and 1708 of the Bikrami calendar. So on that day, Tan Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj, having completed the mission that they came into this world, all Das Swaroops, they then Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Now, other than this, Is this where we end? No. So after Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj, there was this burst, can I say, where affluent, well-off, rich Sikhs started. So first of all, before I move on to that, this is a Swaroop that is at Damdama Sahib. All the Bani is Hath Likht, and it's also Ladiwar Guru Ki Sangat Ji. Come on over to something called Padshah in a little while, okay? So Sikhs, now they've established themselves. They've got large lands, they've got the Shote Raje, even the Shahs, they started commissioning Swaroops that were very well could be, but the effort that goes into getting someone who can, this is all done by hand. It's not century. The people that could afford to get this done started having Swaroops that were very well decorated. And again, look here, you got a golden colored ink, then you got a black, and then aale duale jo bhi kadai kiti hui hai. This then burst out. And again, the Bani is Ladiwar, it's not Pad. Late 18th, possibly even early 19th. Now when you read your Qaede for Baal Upadesh, or you're learning Punjabi, that are printed there, even though they're finely printed, they all stem back to this. It's called the Damdami script. This is the first time that Jo Gurbaniya, because if you look at the old, the Puratan Swaroops, the Bani is written in a calligraphy kind of form. The Bani has been written that sometimes is very difficult to read. Although unless someone's being very clear to every single akkar, adding clarity, you can very easily confuse akkars, right? So then in the late 18th, possibly, and on here, I think you can all read it, if not, for example, ha ha mamma rara pappe nu sihari tatta tatte nu kanna gagge nu hoda papa. So you can read every single letter, and this made it easier for of the script that you get on your digital pads and whatever other printed literature there is. Use the word evolution or the revealing of Vani or the path or whatever you want to read. Does it finalize there? No, it doesn't finalize there. And one thing I want to bring to your attention, be careful where you get your Pothi Sahibs from. If you can get Taksal written Pothi Sahibs, very good. If you can find PDFs of Taksal written Pothi Sahibs, use your own hands to write, and what could be great. This is the first ang of Satguru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's Kartarpur Wali Bead. Again, including Panktiyan, was from the Hukam Paudi, the Duji Paudi, right? Here, it again, is Gava Ko Gun Vadiyaya. The printed Swaroops of today of 1,430. The bottom line, I don't know what it is because I just can't remember, but the Swaroops are all of different sizes, of different lengths, but that's not why I want to show you this. When you go home, get your phones out and go to, other than iGurbani or gursevak.com, go to any other application where you've got access to Siddhi Gurbani. Now if you, it says Chuppe, Chacha Papa Papenu Sihari, the Pape nu Sihariya. In more and more applications that are getting released, in more and more they are changing Gurbani slowly but surely. Now, is this intentional? I think it's intentional, because in recent years we've had one lunatic from America who decided to have Maharaj's groups. The contract was given to absolutely anyone, whether people are smoking there, whether they eat. Contract was given in China, and in that group they added bindiyan, they added what they wanted to, and however, we put a stop to the big biadbi. What we haven't put a stop to is the subtle changes. Is a what's the word I'm looking for? Magnified screenshot. So here you got chuppe, na hovei papade. But in a lot of, like I said, what's been printed today, applications are being made. That's Sihari. Not chuppe. The Sihari is missing. If the Sihari is missing in the very first, so try to source is the word I have to use. Your Gatka Sahibs, your from the Taksal, all well and good. Otherwise, get your Pothi Sahibs, your Gurbani literature, get it from where you know that there's a credible source, right? Don't just buy nilly. It gives more reason for people to print more. But we are also, there's been missing from it, okay? So Guru Ki Sangat Ji, that brings us to the end almost. You can have your chips and pizza very shortly. That we've heard how from when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj first spoke Shabad, they first spoke Bani, to how Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj then started the writing of the Swaroop that we now know as the Kartar Purwari Bead. Then how Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji's contribution, how Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's Bani is added at Damdama Sahib. Then how the Sampurnata of the Damdama Sahib Bead. We know all that, okay? If we just look at Siddhi Gurbani Ji from an academic kind of point, it's not going to really add any flavor into our lives. We need to understand that the Guru we are searching for isn't lost. The Guru that we are searching for is the Guru that we bow down to every single day. How do we connect with that Guru? All of you that are sitting here, when this presentation finishes or even before the presentation, when we connect with each other, we smile, we speak to each other. How is our connecting with Gurbani? What is our smiling with Gurbani? Our connecting with Gurbani is reading Siddhi Gurbani, is learning the arth, the meaning of Siddhi Gurbani. And what is the smiling? Accepting the teachings that are there in Siddhi Gurbani happily. Mathe teri vat pa ke nahi, happily. Now, I can say what I like. My words, they're hollow. What does Maharaj say? If you pay no attention to the translations at the bottom, if you want, Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai, tis jevad avar na ko. You have word for word translations, but then you have inner translations known as batin in the Persian language. Even they believe in this. Then you have the inner of the inner, and then you have those translations that are specific to the individual at that point in time, how Guru Maharaj wants them to understand it. Onu kende anpavi. Leaving everything else out. Even though the Gurmukhs have done this translation into English, my namaskar to them, because they took on a momentous task and they gave us this. However, when I look at this pankti, if there's any part of my mind that is thinking, hold on, Is Shabd really Guru? Is that Nirankar that created the entire universe really Shabd? Mean really? Because this is what happens in our minds, right? Vaho, Vaho. Maharaj writes Vaho, Vaho twice. Vaho means Vaheguru, and then Vaho again will mean Vaheguru. Vaho will not only mean Vah, it means Vaheguru. So the Vaheguru that is in the beginning, the Vaheguru that is in the end. Where is that Vaheguru? What is that Vaheguru? Bani and Nirankar. So Nirgun and Shabad. Hai. This Javad, none other, no one else is equal. This Javad avar na koi. Sometimes I need to read this pankti, even though it's can't, again and again. Why? Because our minds are such that they waver, they fluctuate, they come into doubt sometimes. Sometimes we have those kind of situations before us that we really think, seriously, is this really happening to me? And then when we think that, the very first individual, very first blame goes to Guru Maharaj. We Rab ne mera da kita kyun? Rab kuch nahi karda Guru ki sangat ji. It's just our karma are such at times. But if we go to the sanctuary of the one that can destroy our karma, then it happens. But only if our mind is conditioned. So on this note, I will bring this presentation to a close. Not just yet. I know I'm terrible. Even though we've heard how Guru Nanak Dev Ji speaks to the Panda, to when Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji completes the Bani with Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji's Bani, even though we've heard that, learning it is good, but connecting is far greater. And on a happy note, just to let you all go, especially for the little ones, that's the smallest group of Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. These groups were commissioned and created in Germany. And in World War II, when the Gursikhs would want to go fight, they would want to take this Swaroop with them in their Bunga Sahibs. So I think, as far as I remember, 400 Swaroop of this size were printed in Germany during World War II for Gursikhs to use or take with them, or to be with Satguru Granth Sahib Ji. And on that note, are there any questions? Hanji? There was an attempt. There was. I can't remember the guy's name. He tried. And he was from the same camp as those normal Nindiks like Kagga and Kala Afghana. They tried to print Maharaj's Swaroops in China with Sihariyan taken out, Bindiyan added here, there and everywhere. I'm pretty sure I saw the first angle of what they produced, and if you wanted to read that Bani, they added so many Bindiyan, you'd probably sound like this while reading it. They added Bindiya everywhere. The Sihariyan they took out. Guru Maharaj's Swaroop, look, you kids go to school. If you remove one dot from a computer program, it fails to run. Just one dot. That's all it takes. It fails to run. Our connection with Guru Maharaj's Swaroop is the complete Swaroop. Not Swaroop where we decide to chop and change. So it did happen, Hanji.
I don't mean they have the India and added or taken away. I mean actual. Is there anything extra that we don't see today?
No. So there was an attempt by some warped individuals to remove Bhakt Bani and even Ragmala. But Guru Maharaj Di Kirpa, no, nothing has been removed. Even the Sir Lakes, the Mongols, there was an attempt to change them according to the minds of today. Look, there's people will argue their case and try to gun you down. saying, look, but according to the rules of grammar, it should be this. According to the rules of grammar, it should be that. The grammar of that part of the world was started by a Rishi called Rishi Pantanjali. He is the father of Vyakaran, like you get physicists who are the father of whatever they were able to research and then deliver to the world. So this Pantanjali Rishi is the father of Vyakaran, and what he writes is this, that the rules of grammar or the rules of Vyakaran are only applicable to Jeevkrit. Jeevkrit means whatever we write, okay? Whatever us humans write. It is not applicable to Brahmkrit, meaning Jiri Brahm Bani Ana, you cannot bind Brahm Bani by in any way whatsoever. Some parts Maharaj will start off with Ik Onkar Satgur Prasad, then some parts Maharaj will start with the Sirdekh of the Guru Maharaj's Mahalla Panjma Mahalla Tija, then Ik Onkar Satgur Prasad. We cannot standardize Bani, we cannot bind Bani, but the attempts have been there, and during those attempts, Bhakt Bani was brought into question, and they said, let's remove Bhakt Bani, also Ragmala. But Guru Maharaj ne badi daya kiti, many Sujwan Mahapurkhs out there who then came to the forefront and put an end to it. So the Bani from Ik Onkar to 18-10-20 is what Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji spoke and Bhai Mani Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj wrote. So nothing's been taken note. Any other questions? Hanji.
Why does Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji and Guru Harai Sahib Ji not have Bani and Guru Granth Sahib Ji?
So look, Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji and Guru Harai Sahib Ji, look, if you look at Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, other than the one Shabad of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji, and Maharaj Ji does not write their Patshahi Dasmi. So even in the Swarups of Damdama Sahib, there isn't Patshahi Dasmi written there, okay? But in some older Swarups there is. It is not necessary for Guru Maharaj Ji, each Swarup, to impart Bani, okay? Again, if we, like I just said, we cannot tie Maharaj Ji down in any sense whatsoever. If we were to set the norm, if we set the rule that every Guru must speak Bani, yeah, then we've tied him down. Does that make sense? We say Maharaj is abandh. No one can tie Guru Maharaj Ji down in any sense whatsoever. Maharaj Ji in Satguru Ji's Bani, some places Maharaj Ji use Vyakaran, they use grammar. Sometimes they throw it totally out the window. In Dasam Bani, Maharaj Ji can use 3-4 different languages in the same sentence. So we cannot tie the Guru. The Guru is boundless. The Guru releases us from our bondage, right? So who can tie the Guru down in any way? So Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Harai Sahib Ji Maharaj, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੌਜ ਆ that they don't want to contribute any Bani. But this is the mistake we make. We actually have separated Guru Harai Sahib Ji Maharaj and Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji Maharaj in our mind away from the other 8 Swarups. There isn't 10 Swarups. There's only one Jyot, but in different forms. So if I was to say that even Japji Sahib is Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji's Bani, then people probably start throwing chairs at me. They say blasphemy. No, but if you go to the essence of it, there is only one Guru. Does that make sense? There is only one Guru. Akal Purkh Vaheguru takes the form of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, and throughout the 10 Swarups where they want to reveal Bani to this world, they reveal Bani. Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji and Guru Arjan Dev Ji, there is no difference. The only difference is to us when we look through these eyes. We see Guru Arjan Dev Ji Swarup, we see or envisage Guru Arjan Dev Ji Swarup and Guru Harkrishan Sahib Ji Swarup, right? That's to the dual mind. Once this is lifted, there is no Guru Harkrishan, there is no Guru Arjan, that is separate. Does that make sense? Even though Hanji Una Swarup Tareya, but Guru Arjan Dev Ji and Guru Harkrishan Ji are not separate. They are not separate at all in any way. We sometimes need to remove this lens of duality. Is it removed from me? Absolutely not. But what I can say is this, what we find impossible to do. Our engagement with Sri Gurbani Ji is no problem whatsoever. If I asked, where's the smallest kid in the room here? This Singh Ji sitting here, beautiful Singh Ji, with his bow and arrow. If I asked him to go and change the wheel of my car, he's going to have a difficult time. But for me to change the wheel of my car, chalo Maharaj di kirpa de naal, it's no big thing. What can be momentous for us, mountainous for us, is nothing for the Guru. So when we connect with Guru Maharaj Ji, this parda, this veil, this lens that we got, where we are seeing Nana Puna, where we're seeing multiple different. You all hear this, and people like me say so easily, Man tu jot saroop hai, apna mool pachan. How many of you hear this? How many of us actually try to condition our mind? When we try to condition our mind, what comes up in front of us is all the wrong we've done, and then we think, nah, main nahi ho sakta. At an atmic level, there is no difference between us. Using words like no difference between us and the Guru is contradictory, right? This is the mess we're in. So the more we engage with Satguru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Bani, doesn't matter which Guru Sahiban's photos you see, you are engaging with that Saroop that has been through all the 10 Saroops, that Jot. The Jot that is called Allah, Khuda, Ram, who we refer to as Vaheguru, right? Par Brahm Nirankar. So Adi engagement karo, and then this difference starts to dispel. Koi aur hai ji? If that isn't good, karke mainu bhi bhukh lagi hui hai. No, I'm only joking. If anyone's got any questions, fire away. Otherwise, we will be drawing this to an end. ठीक है जी? चलो सारे गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज दा ध्यान करके मैनू नहीं पता बुलानी गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज दा ध्यान करके as a thank you to Satguru Granth Sahib ji, let's join in Gurfateh. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
East London, West London to deliver the talk. Next week's talk is going to be by Gyani Baljinder Singh Ji on the early life of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj, and benti for everyone to langar shak ke jana. Dhannwad ji, Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.